Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. Gorilla Guitar Repair here, and what we got today is this here bass guitar. What is it? What is it? It's a Spector. It's an older Spector, and I'm not sure exactly what or where it's from. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. These things were very notorious in this era to kind of, if it wasn't a specifically marked USA one, to know exactly what it is and where it came from. So yeah, let's unclamp this. What do you think? What do you think the issue was? Huh? Look at all these. Look at all these clamps. Look at that. Anyway, let's see what we got. And ready, set, see ya. All right, so let's get this thing out of the vise. We'll give you guys a little bit of a flyover here, and I'll tell you what was going on. So here, let's park you here. Take this out of here. I'm gonna need both hands because there's a lot of weight on that headstock there. Okay, get it over here. Ooh, all right. Maybe I should have done it like this. You know what? That was dumb. Why would you take it out? Put it back. And that is what she said. Why would you take it out? All right, let's just take these clamps off because it'd be much easier to do it here than on the bench. Sorry, still early. Haven't even made my coffee yet. I need to do that. That's what I'm forgetting. So, what was happening on this here Spector bass guitar is that the headstock overlay was peeling up. So, I got some fish glue under it, and get off. Hopefully it stays down. Let's see. That. Okay. Now let's go up here. So this is one of the SSDs, and there goes that stupid air compressor. I must have another leak because I haven't used it yet today. Ugh. All right, more things to fix. And always use wax paper when you're gluing things up with wood blocks because you run into lots of problems that way. All right, look at all that glue everywhere. Good thing it's just fish glue. It cleans up with water. That looked like it came out okay. No more gaps. This was peeling up here. Same thing on the other side. I think we're good. So yeah, this came over from the store, and we've got a customer that's wanting to buy it. All right, I'm gonna wait until that compressor kicks off. I'm gonna make some coffee. Ready, set, pause. Okay, now that everything's off there, we had one of our guys stop and pick up or drop off some work. Put our blocks away. I like the custom Spector headstock clamp, huh? Not bad, right? That could work for Stuart. Look at that accuracy. Yeah. Let's put that up here with my other goofy clamp collection. So we'll get some hot water. We'll clean this off, throw the tuners back on, and you know what also? I think I might shoot the customer. I know the guy who's gonna buy this thing, or we're spacey friends, so I'll shoot him a message and see if he wants. What do you guys think? I guess right before they traded this thing in, or wherever it came from, they had converted it, or somebody thought it was a good idea to take these. Come on, open. All right, well, there we go. That's how that works. Let's see, because these got a little bit of pitting on them. Well, I mean, these do look cool. I don't know, which one, what do you guys think? Which way? This way, original, or upgrade? What do we think? Ooh, see, magic. But yeah, I'm gonna shoot the customer a message and ask him which ones he wants. I guess I'll leave these on just so I do extra work for myself if I don't need to. Oh, look, there's a truss rod cover. So this is Stuart's SSD Design LTD. So maybe that'll help because nobody really knows. Actually, the customer that's buying this is a well-known in the area Spector player, and he had some info on it saying that these were actually Czechoslovakian made, but not marked as Czechoslovakian made. I thought everything that said SSD on the headstock was Korean made. So that's the question. They think it's Czech. I think it's Korean. I think we'll look under the pickups. Maybe there's some info under there and inside it. But I also am. Ooh, that's a little stiff. So is that one? Oh, it's rubbing on the body. All right. I also am a Spector fan. Oh wait, we almost forgot to power on Vintage Lumens generator with custom red subscribe button. Nailed it. That's why it wasn't so bright in here. You guys do the same. I think we're up to 7,200 last time I looked. We're definitely gonna do something at 10 Gs. Gotta do, right? Okay, that's what we'll do first. We'll open this up just so you guys can see what's up in there. Just because it's right here. That's what I feel like doing. Looks like we could use some new foam under there since those didn't move at all when I took these screws out. So we'll put some new foam under there. See what's up. Are these old EMGs? No, these are newer because I got the quick connects, but that's cool. So it's an SJ5. Come on now, out. And this one is not. Well, that's interesting. Huh. So this one was an old style EMG and this one was a new one? That's peculiar. Maybe they've been doing the bass like that for longer. Interessante. Yeah, that foam in there is just cooked, as the kids say. Very crunchy. Let's get that out of there, see if there's any writing underneath it. Let's see if I can just get under it. There we go. Nothing under that one. Whoop. Careful, don't stab the base. You don't want no stabby. Alright, well, nothing under there. Probably nothing under all of them. Oh, I see. I think this has been replaced. Because there might be two pads. Alright, so possibly this pickup has been replaced once because we have two different... Oh, I guess there's two under each of them. So, maybe not. I probably don't know what I'm talking about there. Let's see what's under the bridge. Good song, by the way. Good song. One of my favorite Chili Peppers songs. Oh man, that last one's going to be hard. I gotta move the saddles. Come on. Is that one all crunchy? Crusty? Oh, it's all crusty and crunchy, and I don't have enough room to get in there. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Didn't have quite enough depth. And, oop. Don't lose that. Don't lose it. And we gotta get in there, unlock those saddles. It's usually this size. Let's see if it's still okay. Good. Come on. Unscrew. There we go. There. Move that. There. That should be good enough to get with the Bosch. Oh wait, I forgot. Trigger warning. I wonder if people ever got so mad about the drills that they stopped watching. Oh, look at that. We got a little shim under there. Interessante. Oh, we cut into the control cavity there. That's cool, I guess. We don't need a ground because they're EMGs, but I guess if you needed to put one in, you could pretty easily. There's some writing in there, but it's really hard to make out. There's something there. Here, what do you guys think? Can you see it? It looks like 405 there. I don't know what that says. Sorry, I hit pause by accident. Zooming back out. So also they were saying that this is an NS4. And I don't believe that. Supposedly during this time, everything was called NS2, and then they started calling this particular model NS4, and then they changed the NS4 to what the NS4 is now. But I don't know that. That's just what I was told. that could be entirely non-factual. Let's open it up in here. You can take a look inside. I think this is another one from that closed down music store. And see, this is another thing right here that makes me think that this is Korean, because they don't have the wood anchors in there. Oh, look at that, CE 1399. I wonder if that's researchable. I think the store already went in here and checked this. This looks like a new battery. Maybe not. What dates? 2029. Okay, so that's a new battery. Ew, let's get rid of all that nasty old foam. That's nasty. Here, we'll blast it. What's that? A little bit of corrosion on there. So it looks like that has, is this labeled? Is this the has style setup? I don't know. Here, you guys want a better look? All you Spector fans out there. Fans of the best bass ever. So yeah, there's the CEO 1399. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is this Korean? Is it Czechoslovakian? It's not USA. But the neck looks great. It's in really good condition. There's one really unfortunate, I might try to minimize it, but there's one really unfortunate scratch right there. Look at that, can you see that? Yep, that's a pretty deep one. I might try to, maybe I'll get some super glue in there and just kind of smooth it over. All right, let's get some, we'll clean all those potentiometers. Just be, wait a minute. What's happening here? Oh, I'm like looking at the pots, they don't look like they're connected. That's really, look at how they did these pots. Look at that. So, another reason why I think this might be Korean. Here, can we zoom in any more? There we go. Look how they did those pots. Look at that one. So instead of getting the pots that actually go down through the board, they used regular pots, or maybe possibly these have been replaced. I guess that could be, but I don't really know. But instead of using pots that have the connections that go down through, they just ran wires from up to regular pots. I don't know if that's factory. They all look the same, and the workmanship's all the same. But I guess that wouldn't matter if they changed them all at once. Neat. All right, let's put this back in here. I don't think we need to put foam back in there. That should be, yeah, that's not going to rattle. So, let's do the jack too, just in case. Yeah, I think this is Korean. I'm probably wrong. They're probably right, but I don't know. I would call it Korean. I thought all of this era was, but I don't know. Let's put this back together. Hopefully I won't need to go back in there, but you know. Yeah, I could have sworn all the Czechoslovakian and US stuff uses wood anchors. But again, I could be wrong. It's happened occasionally. And also, usually the Czech stuff is a little nicer as far as fit and finish. This one, they didn't get these lined up right. It almost feels like the pieces were shaped and then glued together. And I want to think regular Spectors, everything's glued together and then they're shaped. But again, I could be wrong about that also. But yeah, I can feel all the ridge lines, and they glued the ends on. I just don't know. And also it seems that they might have gotten the neck angle wrong, because these saddles are, oh crap, you guys weren't seeing much of that at all. Sorry, terrible cameraman. But yeah, almost seems like the neck the angle isn't quite right. These saddles are pretty high even with that shim. We'll put that back as is. Ooh, why don't we take these out, set them like that, and then we'll clean all the crud out of here. All that out. There. All right. Okay, now we can anchor that back down in there. All right. Oh, wrong one. That was not. That came from something else. These are the droids I'm looking for. Oh, more power. Okay. Hand torque those. I definitely do not want to break off a screw into this wood. That would be extremely bad. There we go. Get it all nice and tight and right. I thought I had a piece of foam kicking around here for this specific purpose, but hold on. Here, ready? Look, nothing. Look at that. Have you guys ever seen such amazing special effects in your life? I didn't think so. It's back in here. Leave those pretty much just like, oh, I should loosen that a little more. That'll probably be easier. Get in your hole. All else fails, hit it, right? There we go. Let's put this just back like that so they don't fall out. Okay, now get some foamage in there. That'll probably do. Maybe I'll do it like this. And then another one. Just wipe off these. This pickup doesn't look like it has as much dirt on it as the other ones. Maybe possibly this one was changed. Again, I don't know. And make sure with the MGs, when you're putting them back together, you always can see the little pointer thing, right? Like that. Or not. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to, I guess I went like this. Usually there's a little arrow on the back that shows you which side is which, so you don't accidentally fry them. Guess we're just gonna hope that that's correct. Okay. Oh, different bit. Okay. Now a couple more. That'll do. That'll do. This is just kind of general maintenance for old foam. I mean, eventually it turns rock solid, and then it, you know, I had a bass come through the other day, and I didn't have time to make a video because they needed it back quick for her church services, so I didn't get a chance. But it had like, the foam had turned to liquid, and it was like, if any of you guys old enough like me to remember the X-Files, remember the black goo, it was just like that. It It was like black goo running down here. It was pretty gross. But that's what happens to that foam eventually. Let's make sure we got powers. Do we have powers? Oh, that jack is, oh, that is not okay. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you put things all back together without checking. That jack is jacked. So we're gonna have to change that out. There's like, on a scale of 1 to 10 for, grippiness, that is on a like 0.5. I mean, it's just barely. Look at that, and that's just like, just nothing. So that's a no good. Let's change that. What is that? A 14 millimeter? Is that what that nut is? 14 or 15 usually. Oh yeah, 14. Nailed it. At least they gave me a little room. Sometimes they drill these in the side and forget to take into consideration that you have to put a nut on there and be able to get a wrench on there. All right, gotta desolder all those, and of course they were nice enough to make all the wires the same color. So that's cool. All right, we can't just go snippety snip, and I have to actually do these one at a time, I think. No, I can't. So that's annoying. All right, so the one from, what is this, from the battery? Or no, from over here. Well, I'm going to say from the battery. The one from the battery is the middle, and let's see, the upper one, upper corner's ground, battery's middle. All right, so now we know. Okay, let's get these off there. Upper corner ground, battery middle. Remember that, depending on you guys. Okay. Get out. All right. I need that little rubber washer again. Okay. We need a new one of these, so here, we'll do more magic. Look at that. Even found a gold one. It's gold, Jerry, gold. Let's get that in there. We're going to have to clip off that excess ground tab. All right, so let's get our wire cutters. How much did they leave? They cut it off pretty much flush to the other ones. There we go. Okay, you guys remember the order? Upper corner, ground, battery, middle, right? I think that's what we said. Put that in there, and make sure to put your washers and nuts back on before you solder things. Ask me how I know. All right. Go. All right, get on there. So we'll leave that for a second. So I can get all these, and if I have to move it around, I can. We'll do the littlest one first. That's going to be the contact, or the hot. Let's get that end. Come on, get in, get where I want, go where I want you to go. All right, right there. Okay. Oop, don't burn your wires. Give that a second. All right, that's good. Battery is the middle. Come on, come on. Get into there. Oh, almost. Probably help if I had two hands, but here we are. Come on. No. Why? There. See, that's why we keep it so you can still move it. There. And that. Okay. Give that a second. And now for the ground. We'll just kind of tuck that guy right there. Maybe like that. Come on. Come on. Stay. Stay where I want you. You can do it. There we go. Stay. It's going to stay. What do you guys think? It's going to stay. Ooh, nope. Start trying to move. Don't move. Don't move. I think we got it. I think we got it. Let's give that a second. Okay. Good? Yeah, we're good. Let's just make sure that is much more better. Oh yeah, that's got some grip. I'm gonna tighten it, don't worry. I want to make sure that it's actually working. Is it? Nice. Cool. All right. That's a much better jack. Way better. Where'd my wrench go? There it is. I love that they actually gave me room. So many guitars don't give you any room. You had some, I think Warwick's, you have to like tap it with a screwdriver at the edge because they leave you such a small amount of room. There, look at that. Nice and tight. Okay, now that bonus problem number 1 is dealt with, now let's put it all back together. I suppose I could zip tie all that stuff together. Why don't you do that? Keep all those all nice and tidy. Don't want to zip tie off the battery things so that people pull on them when they take the battery out. Let's make sure those aren't being zip tied up. Okay, so we don't want to do those. These, though, we can do. We'll get them right over here. And just like that. Come on. There. There. Now maybe they'll stay out of my way. Cool. I like it. And as long as we got a little spare piece of foam, we'll stuff that under there, just in case it wants to rattle. Because we don't want rattles, right? No rattles. Okay, nice. Put that back together. And put the screws back in again. You know, that's pretty much a guarantee that if you put all your screws back in a back plate or a pick guard, that without testing, you're gonna have to go back in. It's a law of nature. But it did give me more time and opportunity to play with my drill on this guitar. You know, that's just any minute now. Any minute, this thing's gonna go haywire, and then it'll probably, you know, it'll just drill straight through the guitar. Yeah, words. Look at that. Even matches. Oh, it's so cool. Packaging over there, I'll need that. All right, now we can actually do what we need to do. Those fret ends could definitely use a little bit of smoothness. But let's put this back in the vise so I don't make a wet gooey mess all over my bench. Here, spin around. Spin. Put you guys somewhere over here. Maybe I'll put you in the other holder so you can actually see. Do this. How's that? Maybe go. Yeah. Let's put you in the other holder. Ready, set, pause. Okay. So here we are. Get you fully positioned. How about like this? That'll do. Let me get some water. More magic. So we got our water. It's pretty hot. Let's put that over here. Ooh, that is hot. Hot, 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 hot. And we'll get our mostly clean rag and do this. Hot, hot. Came right out of the bubbler. That's okay. There we go. This is why I like fish glue. It is extremely close to hide glue in strength and applications. Almost nearly identical. The only real difference is it takes longer to fully cure, which is good in my opinion. I mean, I don't need to have something glued up and immediately. Just, I don't know. I never liked the whole working with a timer on hide glue. You got like, what, 30 seconds to position everything. Nope. I don't like. And just, again, the ease of cleanup for fish glue is just amazing. Just a warm, wet rag. And this thing was suffering from, just like old Guilds and other guitars, I'm sure, but the incredible shrinking headstock. You can see the gap around the edge. It wasn't completely off. I didn't want to try to pull it all the way off because I can see it's starting to, there's little stress cracks, and I don't want to break it. Don't want to break it. And this should be fine. I probably could have heated it to take it off, but again, I feel like that's unnecessary. Well, this is, again, some really exciting high-tech stuff here. Water and rags. Yeah, Luthery. We're just about good. Got all of that old glue residue off the edges. I'm sure there's probably a little more. Looks like we didn't get any peel back. That's also good. All right. Coolness. And that's kind of I don't think that's a gloss, so I'm not going to buff it. We'll just dry it off. Get that water out of there. Yeah. Is that stupid compressor again? All right, pause. Okay, now we will put these tuners back. Get those ready to go. I don't know which one I would prefer. I do kind of like the black. I think if it was a new glossy headstock with all new hardware and like if you changed everything over, I'd probably stick with the black. But I think with the, especially with like the brass and then the tarnished bridge, I mean aged patina, I think I would probably stick with the golds. But we will ask our customer. I should send him a message like right now. Hold on, let me pause. I'll send this guy a message, and maybe by the time I'm done with the video, he will have replied. Ready, set, pause again. Well, we got our message out to the customer. Hopefully he replies soon. If not, well, we'll just stick with the black ones, which is also fine. They do work. We're gonna need some more polish. Oh, you guys now aren't seeing anything. Here, we'll go over here. That way you can see me when this drill causes this guitar to spontaneously combust. Oh, yep, see, I missed a spot. There's glue right there. I should have done that before I put the tuners back on, but that's okay. We'll do it right now, after I ruin this guitar with this drill. Just do this for a bit. Here, you guys don't need to see me rubbing my headstock. Giggity. That sounded dirty. Did you rub your headstock today? There we go. Oh, almost done. There it is. Come on, more. Just a little more. Resist the urge to like pick that glue off because it is strong enough to pull up finish. So do it the right way. All right, I think we're gone. There we go. Nailed it. Let's try to fix this gouge. Let's see here. How do I want to position this thing? Let's swing it out a little bit like this. I'm going to kind of tilt it a little bit up. I want it to stay kind of level. I think that, and then I'll put this under here. Okay, we're good. Oh, see what I'm doing here? Look at that. That doesn't look janky at all, right? We're going to try to fix this little ding. I don't think I can make it go away, but I can at least make it smooth. So, or smoother. I need a toothpick. There we go. Gimme. Toothpick and some super glue, I think, is going to be the way to do this. Do that. And come on. Oh, it absorbed it. Okay, a little bit there. And we're just going to pull that into the crack like so. I think that might do it. Let's give it a little accelerator. See what that does. Maybe just a little bit more. See, now you got to work faster though because there's accelerator on there. But that's looking pretty good actually. Oops, don't drip glue all over your bench. All right, there's another layer. I think we're going to win. Okay, now we got a little bit of a upward bump. Do this. Oops, wrong side. My little auger bit file. These things are so handy for guitar repair. And as long as you're careful, you can smooth it down level, and you almost don't need to sand. We're gonna, but if you're careful with your file, you can do almost clean enough to not need sandpaper. There's another little chip. There might be a chip there. Let's see, I might need to hit that little spot again. I think we got one more little spot right there. We got to fill it. We can't leave that one little chip there. That's no good. She's a no good. There we go. And just in case it needs a little more in the crack itself, we'll spread it around like that. There we go. Now we got her. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. Okay. It's getting it. It's just a kind of a slow process. this side. Well, I tell you, if I was playing bass more, I would have probably jumped on this. I think they gave him a really, really good deal on it. But I have a Spector, and it's, I think I've shown it on the channel, pretty sure. It's early 80s, I think Cherry Sunburst, what they called that, or Black Cherry, I don't know. But it's a NS2, USA. It's like serial number like 900 something, 970 or 980 something, 985, is that what it was? I can't quite remember. But it's very early. Brooklyn era Spector is what they called on the Spector page. Maybe I'll put this video over there. Those guys have a lot of good info. I'm sure one of them. In fact, I met, or not met in person, although I think I might have seen him when I stopped into the shop where he works down in Tulsa, I think, or Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. But he's the guy that does a lot of the merch. The shirt that you see me wearing often, the Tone is Out There shirt. He gave that to me because I gave him some vintage Spector store, like dealer literature picture things. And I sent him those, and he sent me a nice Spector shirt. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on this and not mess up. Yeah, it's getting better. I'm gonna scratch that finish. Oh, no. But if you're careful with a file, you won't scratch anything. There's a little bit left there. You can feel it, like, again, it's like you're shaving. You can feel the little hair sticking up. You can feel the little bump right there. There it goes. It's getting it. That's pretty close right now. A little bit of 600 grit, some steel wool, and that'll come right into it. Okay. There we go. I think we're... Oh, I think my file's a little clogged. Yourself these heavy metal toothbrushes. Great for cleaning out files. Alright, now that's pretty good. I mean, you could play this and not really notice. Oops, a little bit of schmutz there. Yeah, if you were playing this, you might notice just a very minor imperfection, like right there. Get it. But it's so much better than it was. And now let's get some 600 grit and just lightly just do that. Blend it all in. Oh, that's getting so nice. So nice. That one little spot right there still. Right there. Why don't you go away? Okay, that's good. I don't want to dig through the finish, that would be bad. go. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just a little thing right there. Maybe where's my sanding block? I need some sort of block with this. Alright, let's try it like this. Sometimes you just got to use a block, or else you just keep accentuating the issues. There. But a sanding block is definitely where you go through finish, so you want to be real careful. Oh, I think I got it. Maybe. I think what had happened is whatever did that caused a dent, and I'm just kind of trying to level out the dent. Where's some steel wool of destruction. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there's a little bump still there, and it's really bugging me. Okay. There. Oh yeah. Nailed it. That took a little longer than I thought it would. I'm glad we did it. That would have been really annoying. Oh yeah, that is smooth as silk. Okay. Nice. Nice. I like it. Now we'll get this out of this contraption. Let's move this first. Back over here. And if I just give this a little bit of, take that off a little. There we go. Come out. Swing back over here. Okay. You guys can chill from this angle for a while. How about that? We're going to do some, I know my bench is a little bit of a mess, but that's what happens when you work on stuff. Toothpicks away. All this stuff away. There. Solder stuff out of the way. Okay. All the scratchy stuff out of the way. With the super dangerous steel wool over there. Okay, alright. Alright. Chuck this junk jack. I think we need a new piece of steel. Oh no, we need to do these fret ends first. I mean, they're not awful, but they're a little annoying. Yeah, let's do that. Will this file be good enough for? There we go. There it is. I think we're probably all right with this. They're not too bad. A couple up here. Yeah, they're not bad. This is another reason why I think this thing might be Korean, because usually the Czech stuff, and maybe they were just using different factory, or they're just figuring it out at that point. But usually the Czech stuff has better fretwork. That's all right. Get that. Go back down. Better sanding blocks. These drywall blocks work great for this. Give it a nice smooth feel. Oh, it's so much more better. Do the other side. More up here. This side actually seems like it's more the like they tried to fill in the slots, and the fill-in pieces are kind of sticking out, like the whatever they put in there. Sorry, it's a bug dive bombed me. But yeah, these don't actually seem like the fret ends are overhanging. It's just those little pieces sticking out. That's cool. I thought this bass had been stripped and refinned or something at first, but I believe this is the original color. Oh, that's, wow, so much better. All right, we need some new steel wool. Got some, but also, if you like what you see here, please subscribe, do all the YouTube things. I have hundreds of videos on my back catalog, so go look at them, watch them, just send them to play. Some are good, some are not so good, but also, if you want me to work on your cool thing, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, smoke signal, whatever, at The Music Techs in Manchester, New Hampshire, 603-625-6110. I would love to work on your stuff. Just put out a video of a customer's, viewer's guitar that came out really nice. There's going to be a little bit of an update to that one. I think he wants to put some glow-in-the-dark dots on the sides, so that's going to be cool. We got the stuff on order for that. But anyway, end of shameless self-promotion. Now, let's see. I need you on this side again. Come on over here. Come here. There we go. All right. And obviously, we'll do a tone test when we're done. It's almost time for the shop to open. So, if I have to cut the time lapse, then we will see you at the end of the tone test. But I'm pretty sure we'll get this done. Get these all polished up. Put it on the buffer. And send this thing out. I haven't heard a ding yet from her reply, but I think he has a real job, so he probably is busy. And if so, I'll put him on after. If he doesn't reply before the video's done, we'll just keep the black ones on there for now. It'll be easy enough to change over, even with the strings on and everything. I can just swap the ends over, or the buttons. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. I love that channel. That dude does the funniest videos. Check it out. Pitch Meeting. Go check out Pitch Meeting. Tell him I sent you. Not affiliated with that guy or anything. I just think his stuff is really funny. If you guys like satirical movie stuff, Pitch Meeting is really funny. But that's his, like, that's become his, like, famous quote, or whatever you want to, forgetting the right word for it. But, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Kind of drops that in every one of his videos. I'll probably get yelled at for using it. That's okay. Yeah, it looks alright. And here, some other guy was like, "Oh my God, you did sideways across the grain. It's gonna ruin the guitar." See, all I have to do, watch this, ready? There you go. There you go, buddy. Look at that. All those nasty sideways scratchies, they're all gone. Oop. I just knocked the nut out of this guitar. That's cool, that's fine. We can re-glue it. Brass nuts, the brass does not like any type of glue. So that's a super common thing for them to fall out. Yeah, I have to get all that crap off there. Anyway, all right, let's get some mothers. Steel wool out here. Some Mother's Mag and aluminum polish. They should really start sponsoring my videos. And you guys work for mothers? Give me a sponsorship, will you? But yeah, this stuff's great product. Works excellent on frets. Don't use it on gold. It'll take the plating off. But any other type of metal. All right, let's go out back to the big tool room. There, come with me. Headstock cam. Been taking in a lot of stuff lately. Yeah, look at that, full shelf. Well, not the top, but that's kind of like for projects and overflow. But yeah, look at all that top shelf came in like yesterday. Beginning of summer is always fairly slow around here. Even then, though, we never came to a point where we didn't have work to do. So that's awesome. Put that there. Move you guys over here. But yeah, we've been picking up a lot more lately, and hopefully keeps going. You guys send me stuff to fix. I love fixing stuff. Put that there. All right. Ready, set. Sorry, almost dropped you guys. And nice and shiny. Okay. Stand back down where it should be. There we go. Oh, so shiny. Let's take some naphtha and we'll clean off the buffer slime. Put that on there. There we go. All that crud. I might hit that again. And I need a new, let's use this one. I need a new dirty rag, so this will be the new dirty rag, and I'll take out a clean rag. By the way, these things, for those of you that use the microfiber cloths, these you can get at Walmart in that roll right there for like 15 bucks, and I think there's like 70 or 80 of them. It's probably the best way I've found so far for this type of stuff, if you're curious. If not, well, here we are. Put that there. A little bit of feeding wax out. Oh, hate when that happens. Blort. Okay, we'll get that a second to soak. I bet this board is really dry. So what I think I'm gonna do is let this soak for a few minutes while I clean up my bench. There's really not much left to do but put strings on there. Oh, I'll clean up this nut, although oh, yeah, so many things lately have been needing to be glued up. Here, instead of that, let's go over and see how our other project's doing. Here, we'll go over here. Come on over. What do we got? Look at this mess. Look at all this nonsense. This was a G&L. Let's see if I can get this out of there without dropping it. Oh, don't drop. Look at all the clamps on that thing. Oh, it's hurting my hand. It's pinching me. It's pinching me. Arrgh. Okay, let's put this here. This, I didn't video this one, but you guys want a little bonus content. This was sold by the store, and it came over for a setup, and it had a pretty decent forward bow. So I went to adjust the truss rod, and it just started to tighten up a little, and I'm talking just a little. And then it went from righty-tighty to righty-loosey, and not like it was in the center position either. The rod itself here, I'll get it. Ready? Hold on, I'll show you guys. Okay, so this was the rod that came out of there, and so it was supposed to be welded there, and it is not. Just a little bit, like right there, just a little bit of tack weld. That's all those holding it, and it snapped. I mean, again, barely any force. So now that doesn't do anything. It's now junk. So fortunately, I had a similarly sized truss rod with a 4mm. And come on, why? There. We put that one in. Let's see how it came out. Because the person said they still wanted this, even after they said, hey, your truss rod's broken. And they said, I don't care, I still want it. I'm not sure if they're Southern or not, but get that off of here. Come on. There. Okay. There. Use one of these work great. It's clamping pawls. But this is what I need for that nut. And what we did here, used a couple pieces of carbon fiber to press down the ends of the board so we didn't get any gaps in the side. That looks pretty good. I need to put those all got ruined, so we're going to put some new side dots in. And how you keep a fingerboard aligned while you're gluing, if they don't have alignment pins inside, you make your own. See that? Those are toothpicks. And a couple of toothpicks there. They act like basically wooden nails. And then you can just slice right through them, put the fret back in, call it good. And that's also like about fish glue. It doesn't stick to smooth surfaces, so you can just it'll just kind of come right off. But we don't need to scrape it off anyway. It'll just use water. But see, look at that. Comes off nicely. I think this is going to work. I think we're going to win. I might give it another day of curing before I start stressing it. I see a high fret I got to take care. Oh, no, that's where the fret's missing. That's what I'm seeing. But I think we're good. Right now it's at neutral. I think I'm going to let this finish curing up till tomorrow. I usually like to give fish glue a solid 2 days for anything structural like this. But the board had shrunk. Let's see if these are offset at all. Sometimes with like a fender bass neck, you'll look at the side dot here will be lined up, and all the way on the bottom they'll be like super offset. Is this one any? I gotta clean out that glue. I can't really tell. How about up here? Those look maybe just a little. Top might be moved to that way just a little bit, but yeah, that looks like it came out pretty good. Nice and lined up. All right. So yeah, those are the frets. They're going back in. And this is what we needed. Now that we've taken a little side detour, go back and this thing's probably, oh yeah, look, it's sucked in a lot of that stuff. Wow. Dang, that board was dry. All right, let's clean off the glue. There we go. More. That, and off the bottom. And it's good to leave a few scuff marks on brass. Again, glue does not like to stick to it. There we go. All right, so this will be ready to go back in. Now, that's my wet rag, and here's my dirty rag. But first, we'll the bulk of it with this. Oh yeah, man, this is a cool bass. I like natural wood guitars. This would be right up my alley. I kind of wish it had the crowns, or some people call them marshmallows. They look like squished marshmallows. But yeah, maybe when our customer's done with it, he'll trade it back in and I can buy it. Okay. This going. Oh, I should have brought in mine to compare the electronics to see if there's tons of tones differences. But I did not. Oh well. Move your hammer. This is probably. Oh, I can see some crusty glue in there. Let's get rid of that, shall we? down. Oh, look at all that crusty glue. All right, I need to get where you guys are. I know it's not a POV video anymore, but... And also, I can see some sloppiness around the nut slot here. Just not your typical check work. I guess that'll do. That'll do, donkey. Let's put some... I'm gonna use some medium. There, and we'll give that a chance to really harden up. No? Ah, jerk. Uh-oh. Broke my bottle. Oh no. Ripped the tip off. Well, this thing's been kind of going like that for a while. That's okay. How about now? We're good. I think I have some spare ones somewhere, but this will be alright for right now. There. Oop. A little bit more. Now, and I always try to get glue on the fingerboard and on the shelf. There we go. A little bit extra. Whoop, get out of there. That looks pretty okay. I'm gonna leave it right there. Let that sit there. I'm gonna hit it with some accelerator. Paper towel just to get that spot there. Got it. Just give it a good there. Dirty rag over there. Back you guys out here. Oh, what was that? Tell you, spyware in modern life. I was just talking about EMGs, and that was just a notification that EMG sent me an email to advertise their stuff. I'm sure they weren't listening in. Alright, then. So, we're going to put some of these strings on there. I guess the truss rod's a little tight, so they wanted these 40 to 95 strings on there just to keep the tension down, and that's fine. I find my Spector also, it's pretty much when the neck's straight, the truss rod is pretty tight, but it's been like that for a long time. Let's cut those. Let's see, what do we have? This 90 will work for 95. That's better. Yeah, that'll do. And so what are the sizes on these? I don't remember. Alright, so we got a 75 somewhere. That is. And a 60. Fwaddy too, and New Hampshire. So it's not 40, it's Fwaddy. Air black. Disturbing my junk pile. I gotta clean that mess up. We'll do that after this. I've had so many projects. Here, we'll go up here. That's how this works. Hook them in like that. And then you come up here, and then a little snip. You can go, yeah, let's go about there. Oh, we're gonna need some more Bosch. Extra trigger warning. Oh, did I tighten those? I don't think I tightened those yet. Those one's 14 as well. I think these are also 14. Yep. Oh, you didn't tighten those. Fail. Come on, get on there. Come on, what are you, why? There. Now we're good. All right, and usually when you do that, it comes out at the end. So you gotta reach back down, rehook it like that, and then send it. There's that one. Okay, next. Figure about there. And bass players, they go in first. In. That's what the holes are for. Like every single bass player comes in with their string ends. Whoop! Bumped you guys. Whew. There. They come in with their string ends sticking out. Strings half falling off. Sounds so much better with new strings. Come on, come on. Do it. Do it now. Okay. Una más. Go like that on that one. Oh, my end fell out. There. Oh, other side. That sounds amazing already. I probably should lower that pickup, huh? It'll do it wrong. Wrong, sir. Fail. Okay. Down like that. Like that. Like that. That looks good. This one looks okay. Maybe that might even come up a little. You can do that when you have fresh foam. This one's a little stuck. Oh, there we go. Down a little bit. That's going to have the more volume anyway. There. That's too tall. Too much. Okay, that looks good. I think we're good. I'm sure the intonation is out. We can now loosen this. These all settled in, kinda. All right. Neck looks good. Okay. Contact. Nice. Listen to overpower my guitar amp. Top. Yeah, let's try it from the top. Want to see a trick? So let's take these off. These need to be reset anyway because they're rubbing on the body. And you never rub on a body without permission. Come on. Off there. Also this one. There. And here. This works. Take an old pen cap and just finish like drilling out the end like that, like that. And then do that, just kind of let it sit for a second. I like the ones with the screwdriver fittings on the end, or just a split shaft is what I meant to say. because you can manipulate the pot, turn it. Let's see if we can get it to turn a little bit like this. Ooh, that's not tight. That's not okay. We got to retighten that. So let's see if any made it down in. I was hoping these would be split shaft, but these are very unique pots. I've never seen pots with a. Look at that. Here, check it out. Look at that. They got like a beveled edge there. I've never seen that on a pot before. Okay, swing back out a little bit. Let's tighten those first, and I guess since both of those are loose, stands to reason that they're all loose. So let's take them all off. Hopefully I don't have to open this thing up a third time. I do have 25K pots, so it's not that big of a deal. Are these all loose? Yep. Oh yeah. And they're bigger than 1/2 inch? What? Let's try. Is that a 14 mil also? Look at that, 14 millimeter nuts on those pots. Wow, Now that leads me to believe it could be checked, but they could have sent all these to them. Often that's how it works. Come on now. Wow, that one's really loose. Okay. It's gotten better. All right, maybe I'll put this back on and just let it sit there. Hopefully that deoxit will kind of make its way down inside. And we'll check the intonation in action. Oh, the action's way too high. So we'll do this, bring the action down a bit while that's soaking in there, and hopefully that'll sort itself out. I like to angle the saddles back a little bit, just kind of match the string break, but that's not a necessity. Oops, sorry. Big hairy hands in the way. I bet that's gonna need to go back. All right, stretch. Okay, now where's our action at? That's better. That's about where you want it. Now let's drop this just a little. Bring this up just a little. Okay. What are these, 12s? Oh, it's flatter than a 12. There's a 16. Closer to a 20. All right. That's really too high. All right, let's put this up like this. Here, if you guys maybe can see a little better from this angle. Oh. Let's see. That's pretty good. Just a little bit more. I think that's good for action height. That's right in. That one's a little sharp. I need my hammer. bit of a, this is how I like to do it. Just take a little brass punch and just kind of tap back. Nice. That's definitely, those are gonna have to go back. I just know. Let's just right there. And at least there. I'm gonna have to take the tension back a little more on that. Well, let's see where it's at. Let's see where we go. Little sharp. I mean flat. There it is. These ends, I don't think. Got it. Let's tighten this down. Stay there. Hopefully that got in there and got all that. Cool. Better. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back in. First, let's see, I knew it. I told you. So I'm gonna put the knobs back on. I don't know if this one had a detent, but it doesn't really have much of one anymore. This one does. So, let's see, we'll put like that. Here, you guys aren't seeing anything, I know. Put the detent so it's centered, like that, and not rubbing on the body. So, that one's turned all the way that way. I'll try to match that up. That way it'll be about, the middle will be about the same as if the detent was working. I might have to change this pod anyway if it doesn't clean up. There, so that should be middle, there, like that. And these we'll do, this way will be all the way up, like that. That one. Come on, no more. There it is. Now I can at least spin it faster. Because we're going back in. Because of course we are. I really don't want that replaced. To replace that, let's give it a good hosing out. Give them all. Really soak them. I need like a vat of deoxit. Oh yeah. Nailed it. Okay. Now let's hopefully button this up for the last time. Oh, strap button got me. Now, maybe the last time doing this. Hopefully the last time doing this. Trigger warning. You guys swing it out. There we go. That's why you're not seeing much. Torque down just in case. One thing that is a giant complaint on Spectors is their back plates. They make those screw holes so close to the edge. This one's already starting to crack, so I gotta be real careful. But any of them, USA, Czech, Koreans, they always put the screw holes way too close to the edge. So they all crack. Okay. I think we're good. Ready for tone testing, I believe. So. See a tone test.